Good morning, all. Hope you are able to hear me. Yes, no.
Morning, noon, yes.
Yeah, thanks. Abhishek and Ramakrishna, have you joined at 9 o'clock session today?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay. How about Abhishek?
No, Naveen, actually, I was a little bit busy, so I was not able to join 9 o'clock session.
Okay, okay. So
Mhm.
just kindly check the at least recordings
Yeah, sure, sure. I will.
because it's a very important session. It was.
Okay.
We are almost all done with the ledgers in the morning batch.
Okay, sure. I will be looking into it.
Okay, thanks. So this is considered this batch is the today's first session. Actually, a few more people need to join from different countries. So probably they are going to join from tomorrow, right? Meanwhile, I'll share the recordings to them. So just consider this is our first class. Okay, let me introduce this thing topic. First of all, whatever I have done, I will repeat the same thing in today's session. So actually, okay. So here, what is the things I have mentioned, even though you are aware of it, but just quickly recap of it. So here we are going to cover our FICO codes. Okay. Both again, I am reiterating for everybody's benefit. This is my working notes. So here we are doing SAP FICO, SAP FICO. There are two products are there. Two products are there in SAP. Okay. Products. So two products are there. One is ECC, one product. Another one is S4 HANA. These are the two products. S4 HANA. You can slash or something. So this is product one, SAP product one, and this is product two. Okay. So this is the old product, SAP old product. This one ECC, and S4 HANA is a new product of SAP. I've already given the this one differentiation and all, but till again I'll give you. So ECC is the old product of SAP. S4 HANA is the new product. New in the sense almost all it introduced in the year 2013 or 2015. You can consider it as a 2015. Clear? From 2015, we are using S4 HANA. We are using S4 HANA. Clear this particular product. So here, what we are doing is, again, I'm reiterating. So most of the, like yesterday only, SAP has given a release stating that they are the market leaders for 2025 also. From past 30 years, SAP becomes a market leader in ERP segment. SAP is the market leader. Yesterday itself, okay, they have released, okay, Grant and Worm will announce who are the leaders in the market. So they have released this year also for 2025 years also, 2025 year also, SAP is the number one ERP and there is no compete for SAP, right? And again in the 2026 also, SAP has provided their roadmap for 2026. Clear? So I'll tell you what is the roadmaps and all those stuff till 2047. Till 2000, again I'm saying till 2047, SAP is having a crystal clear roadmap. Means what are the features they need to add, what are the versions they need to add, what are the additional reports they want to add, what are the AI features they want to add. So all those stuff they are adding, they have a crystal clear vision till 2047. Okay, so first of all, let me come to the products here. ECC is one product, okay, and S4 HANA is one product in SAP. So what is ECC? ECC is nothing but enterprise central component. Central component. Okay, so this is. So what is enterprise central component? We will talk what do you mean by that? What is that actually? So, but what is the issue with the enterprise central component? Why SAP from 1972 onwards, they are using a kind of ECC environment. At least you can take 1980, right? They were using ECC. But in the year 2013 to 15, they came up with a new product called S4HANA, not a features. They completely changed this product. What is the reason behind that in the sense? So in ECC, whenever I'm talking about ECC, whenever SAP ECC, okay, SAP ECC. So there is a three combinations here. One is, okay, GUI, application, okay, application and database. Clear? So earlier in ECC environment, SAP is having its own GUI, graphical user interface. I'll tell you what exactly this is. So application is also SAP application, but whatever transactional data, whatever master data need to be saved, whatever need to be stored. Okay, so that SAP didn't had its own database. SAP didn't have from 1970 to 2013. SAP are dependent on third-party databases, tenancy databases like that could be SQL database, right? That can be Oracle database or any other Sybase database like that. This was totally dependent on third-party databases. Again, I'm saying from 1970 to till 2013. Clear? SAP didn't had its own database. So whatever revenue they are getting out of that, some part of revenue they were paying to third-party databases. And most of the client came up with different issues because what is the data security if they are using third-party databases? And this database, we call it as a traditional database. Traditional database means how the process used to in third party database, in the sense whenever we have three things will be there. One is, as I said, that database layer, okay, application layer, right, application layer and presentation layer. So three layers will be there. So in traditional databases, so 100% data used to store in database layer, right? So that could be your whatever server, hard disk or whatever you call. So majority data used to store in database layer. So whenever user required any information, then they will submit with through presentation, right? They input, then it will take to application layer, it will check in application layer, then again it will go to and it will check. For example, I need an employee database. Okay, I need an employee details of for example, ABC is an employee. I want to check his gross salary. Right? So whenever we input to a query we have given, I need ABC employee gross salary. Okay, so whenever we input here, then first it will go to application layer, right? And application layer will check, okay, and it will go to database layer and it will check the solution in database layer. And from there again, the data will transfer to application layer and application will check whether it is a correct data or not. And directly it will go to presentation layer. Clear? So what do you mean by that? Majority data, 100% data used to store in database layer, right? So if I'm giving only one employee data, so it will take minimum time. If I'm giving 1,000 records of data I required, then it will consume each record, it will check in application layer and it will go to database layer. And from there again, it will go to application layer, the solution, and again it will come to application. So the process will continue. The process will be continued because earlier in traditional database, there is no storage facility in application layer, right? Everything will be stored in database layer. Clear? And that is nothing but what are the traditional databases we have in the sense, you can take few, I named here few, Oracle, SQL, Sybase, and all those stuff. Okay, so again, these were the third-party databases SAP were using, right? So now in the year 2013, SAP came up with its own database, that is HANA database. HANA database in the year 2013. In the year 2013. Remember that the date. Okay, it's invented its own HANA database. So HANA abbreviation, yes, we have. Okay, high performance analytical appliance. Okay, why it is considered as an high performance? Why it is considered as an high perform? And this database, we call it as a, it's not a traditional database, it's a latest database, right? We call it as a in-memory database. We call it as a in-memory database. The most powerful database in the current era. Okay, that is in-memory database. Why we call it as an in-memory database? So how it work different from a traditional database in the sense, here also we have a 3 layers, right? Your database layer, application layer, and presentation layer. Okay, but here what happens is majority data will be there at application layer. That is nothing but at your RAM level, random access memory level. Application layer is nothing but your RAM. In your mobile phone also you will have application, right? That is nothing but based on your RAM. So majority 90% data will available in RAM level, application layer, right? So here what happens, whenever I want to check any 1,000 records, for example, 1,000 records I want to check, 1,000 employee records I want to check. Then what happens, whenever we input, then what it will do, it will go to application layer, right? It will go to application layer. So as I mentioned here, total data will be available in application layer, right? It will check and it will, okay, it will take the information from application layer and it will present in your system to the user. So it will not check, it will not go to your database layer. Everything will be available in application layer itself, application RAM level itself. So that is the reason we call it as a in-memory, whatever temporary memory, whatever RAM we are calling, majority data will be available at this level. So the process will happen only between your input and application layer. So that is the reason it is 1,000 times faster than your traditional database. 1,000 times faster than your traditional database. Clear? And more accurate. This is more accurate when compared to your traditional database. Right? So from 2013 onwards means, so it is come to in use in the year 2015. So even though they have introduced in the year 2013, they have started introduced in year 2013, but SAP came up in the year with 2015. Means ECC is available currently and S4HANA is available. I'll tell you what do you mean by S4HANA. Clear? SAP is having a different modules, nothing but different applications. Okay, SAP will support number of departments. No any other ERP will support all the departments. Only SAP alone will support all the departments which organization required, which business required. So that is the reason it is considered as a most powerful ERP in the market, because it gives the solution to big organization, Fortune 500 companies, to small organizations also, very small organizations also. SAP came up with small products also, individual product, real estate, a separate solution it has given. What we call joint venture, it has given a separate product for joint venture. Retail, it has given a retail. Clear? Like that, they have a bunch product and as well as a separate product. So SAP is giving solution to Fortune companies and as well as small organizations also. Clear? And same time, SAP is having a different modules in the sense applications, nothing but department we can call it as an, as I said that FI, finance, CO, controlling, right? Costing department, finance department, right? Materials management department, SD department, right? Next one, PP, production and planning department, plant maintenance, warehouse management, right? Next one, VM, I can call it as an VM, warehouse management. Next one, HRM, right? Like that, we have different departments. We have different departments. Clear? So in ECC, it was using a separate this one. So in S4, when they came up with the S4 HANA in the year 2015, so these all the departments from 1972, 1982 till 2013, okay, they were working on third-party database, Oracle or SQL or whatever it is, Sybase, right? So third-party databases. Now, first two modules they have introduced to S4 HANA. Okay, so HANA database. Okay, the first two modules, first in the year 2015, these first two modules are copied to HANA database, right? So here we are calling this FICO. Earlier, these two modules are different modules. Means finance is separate module, CO is separate module in ECC environment, ECC product. But now in S4 HANA, whatever current system is there, right? FICO are merged as one FICO, one module, and we call it as it is a S4 HANA. S4 HANA. What do you mean by S4 HANA? HANA is nothing but a database. Nothing but S is nothing but people call it as a suite for. Nothing but this we can work on in 2015. First two modules are started working on HANA database. It is nothing but S stands for suite for. F or for it can be considered it as a F4 is considered as a for or okay fourth generation database. So suite, what do you mean by suite? Suite is nothing but a complete end-to-end solution. Okay, S stands for suite for nothing but fourth generation HANA database. So S4 HANA, right? In the year 2015, first module is tested and worked in S4 HANA. What is S? S stands for suite. 4 stands for, you can call it as in for F or for or, but standardly we can call it as a fourth generation, right? So instead of calling in 2015, we used to call FICO as a simple finance. What do you mean by simple finance? Simple finance is a combination of your FI module and as well as a CO module. So the first module has been introduced on HANA database was FICO module, FICO module. We call it as a simple finance. Clear? And in the year 2016, these are called simple finance module, and these are called logistics modules. These all are called logistics modules. Clear? Whatever MM, SD, PP, PM, we have n number 36 modules are there. So out of that, these all are called a logistics module. In the year 2016, okay, they are also migrated to S4 HANA, introduced in S4 HANA. Clear? In the year 2016. Now, now all the modules are introduced in S4 HANA. This is in the year 2015. Okay, and this is 2016. So SAP earlier, now almost all majority organization till 2030, majority clients of SAP, majority customers in SAP, they are using ECC product, Enterprise Central Component product. Okay, we will discuss more in depth on this. Okay, they are using from 2000 or 1980 or 1990 onwards, they are using top companies, fortune companies, great clients are using ECC, right? In the year 2000, as I said, that 2015-16, they have completely introduced S4 HANA database. So what SAP has given in the sense, the customers who are using ECC product, clear? ECC product since long. So they need to migrate from ECC to S4 HANA. They need to migrate ECC to S4 HANA. So what is the deadline earlier before pandemic? It has given by 2025 they need to move. Okay. By 2025, they need to move from ECC to S4 HANA. From old product to new product, they need to move by 2025. Okay. But because of pandemic, it has got extended to 2030. This is the latest. Okay. So how much now we are in 2025, right? How much organizations have moved from ECC to S4HANA? Only 40% organizations, companies, clients are moved from ECC to S4HANA. Clear? So still 60% clients are pending. 60% are still using SAP, ECC. Still using ECC. 60%. Means 40% already moved to S4HANA and still 60% are need to move from ECC to S4HANA. This is a tentative year they have mentioned 2030. So till 2030, if any migration is required from ECC to S4HANA, transfer from ECC to S4HANA, so SAP will support, SAP company, SAP AG will support without any charge. Only they need to purchase the license, right? Whatever technical requirement is there, so that will be supported by SAP AG without any charges. Okay, so the till 2030 and apart from that, if customers are still not able to move, okay, so till 2032 with the terms and conditions, sorry, 2032 with the terms and conditions, the SAP AG will help to migrate, right? And after 2032, as of now, whatever deadline SAP has given, that's what I'm saying. After 2032, if any company is not migrated to S4 HANA, so SAP is going to close ECC completely. So means after as of now, again, I'm telling you. So this is what they are saying. After 2032, there will not be any ECC. There will not be any ECC. We'll have only S4 HANA. Clear? So now we are in 2025, right? So that is the reason in our course, we are covering both. We are covering both ECC and S4 HANA. We are covering both ECC and S4 HANA. Why? Because we never know. For example, this is almost 8 months or 9 months course, but within 6 months, once we finish with F5 module, you will be ready to attend interviews. So we never know whatever clients. Again, I'm saying 2026 first half, I can say that before June, you will be ready, okay, to attend interviews. So probably whatever client you are attending, they might use ECC or they might use S4 HANA. Right? If they are using ECC and if you are well versed with S4 HANA, then you can't say that I don't know ECC. I am very much well versed in S4 HANA. Then probably you will be get rejected because you need to have a ECC knowledge. Right? If I cover only ECC, right, and you don't know what is S4 HANA, and probably whatever interview you're attending, if they are working on S4 HANA, then probably you can't say that I will learn S4 HANA and I'll do it. Changes, what are the changes are there? Yes, there is a lot of changes are there in between ECC and S4 HANA. In few modules like asset accounting, GL, few features are different. So that is the reason we need to focus till 2032. Again, I'm telling you, we need to focus both on ECC and as well as on S4 HANA. So that is the reason we are trying to cover both the modules in our course. ECC and S4 HANA in depth, both in depth. We will work on ECC and S4 HANA completely in depth according to each and every real-time business scenarios we are going to work. Clear? So or else I can cover only ECC. It will not take much time to cover. Hardly it will take 4 to 5 months. And if I cover only S4 HANA, yes, directly I can cover. It will also take hardly 4 to 5 months. Clear? But again, I'm telling you, I'm not going to cover anything as a traditional way. I'm not going to cover anything as a traditional way, whatever will be there in the book or SAP press book, nothing as such. So we are going to cover everything from day one, complete real-time scenarios, complete real-time challenges, real-time scenarios, real-time project sessions. I'm not bluffing on this. Again, I'm telling you, I'm not going to bluff on this. Day one, whatever scenario I am going to take, whatever project session I'm going to take. So the complete, it would be a real time, nothing but it's not a current real time, but it is a post-mortem one. That's it. But the scenarios, day-to-day activities, I'm going to, what are the challenges we are, consultant will face on the floor, right? So all those stuff we are going to cover in our, this particular course, both on ECC and as well as on S4HANA, both. Clear? Initially, we will start with the S4HANA, right? Few topics we will cover. Once we are done with that, then we will pitch into ECC. Both the things. So at the end of when I cover my S4HANA first topic and ECC first topic, 100% initially you will have a little sort of confusions. But once we cover the first topic, I'll tell you what do you mean by topic here. So first topic, then automatically, if you practice, then automatically whatever confusion you will feel in the initial level, that will be read off. That I'm sure. Okay. So before proceed, I'll give a pause here. Any questions from anyone? Any questions? Yes, no.
Hello. Hi, Naveen.
Yeah, hi.
Naveen, as you said, the ECC previously 2013 database was used internally.
Sorry,
It's
I didn't
not,
get you. Can you please come again?
yeah, before 2013 or 15, SAP who are using SAP, they are using their own database, right?
Before, not after that, they are using their database, 2013 onwards.
Okay.
Before that,
So
they were using a traditional database, third-party
traditional
database.
database
Yeah,
depending on other parties like Oracle or
anything.
some
Yeah,
other. Yeah.
Sybase or anything.
Sybase.
Yeah,
So after 2013 or 15, SAP as using their own database.
correct.
So what about the previous database? They are moved to the new their own database, or it will
See,
be
that's what I'm
the
saying. Till 2032, SAP has given a deadline to their customers who are using third-party databases, nothing but
okay.
ECC product. Clear?
Uh-huh.
So they need to migrate.
Okay, they need to migrate to
Yes,
S4HANA.
S4HANA.
So,
So 60% are still using it. I'm giving a vague statistics, but it could be not less than 50%. Still, they are using 50 to 60%, still not migrated to S4HANA.
okay.
What is the reason? It could be a cost or it could be a data, this thing, due to XYZ reason, they have not yet migrated. Okay, but SAP has given a deadline. By 2030, they will support free of cost. And by 2032, they will charge something and they will support. But after 2032, definitely they are going to close the ECC product completely. So whoever are not yet migrated, they can't use this ERP.
Okay.
That's
So
what.
whatever the data they are using externally, they need to move to SAP
Yes,
internal data.
SAP is having its own tool.
Data.
Yeah, they're actually like, for example, as I said that in ECC, for example, as I said that I'll just give a glance how in the sense in ECC, they are, for example, they are using a SQL database, right?
Okay.
SQL database. In S4 HANA, they are using HANA database. Okay. There are here from data need to migrate from SQL to HANA database, correct? Old
Yes.
customers. So
Yes. Yes.
here earlier we have different tools were there to move data from uh, non-SAP to SAP or SAP to SAP. Clear? So SAP came up with a new tool, new in the sense it's an old tool only, Central Finance tool, CFIN. This is a now popular tool.
Mm.
Clear? Third party tools are also there. This is a SAP migration tool.
Okay.
Central Finance. So what happens is what is Central Finance will do? It will transfer the data SAP to SAP SAP to SAP, right? SAP to SAP in the sense ECC to S4HANA,
S4.
right? Non-SAP systems to SAP system.
Okay.
Okay. So what is the advantage with the CFIN? Again, I will give you at the end, I will give you in my project session CFIN scenarios also. How the
Okay.
data will move from one non-SAP system to SAP system, SAP system to SAP system. So that is the reason I'm covering both ECC and S4HANA. So at the end of the project sessions, I'm going to show you how CFIN will work.
Okay.
Clear? So yeah. So
Yeah.
what is the advantage with the CFIN data in the sense? If third-party tools we are using, third-party migration tools if we are using, then there is a scope hardly 60% data or 50% data can move accurately.
Okay.
Only 50% data. And if we are using third-party database,
Okay.
data tools, migration tools.
Okay.
But when we are using CFIN, then 95% accurate data will move from SAP to SAP, non-SAP to SAP. So that is the reason now it is becoming more popular tool.
Okay. CFIN.
Yeah, CFIN. Because we will have after that cutover activities, we need not to spend much time.
Okay.
We have a sessions on cutover activities. Okay, that also I'll show you. But hardly 95%, only 5% activities we need to check. Clear. And other 50%, if I use other tool, then there is a possibility 50% can migrate accurately and other 50% we need to check. So it used to take a lot of time, but when CFIN tool is introduced, after that, it is minimizing the time of migration.
Generally, how much time it will take to transfer
Again,
the
project to project, it's a different.
Okay.
There is a project called migration projects. Clear? So that we will discuss in our project sessions, live project sessions.
Okay.
It again depends. Again, it would be 1 year or something like that. Yeah. Any other questions from anyone?
One more question, Naveen, here.
Yeah, please.
So when we migrate to non-SAP to SAP, right? So they'll migrate to SAP S4HANA or first they migrate to ECC?
No. Directly.
Directly to
SAP
S4HANA.
to HANA, yes.
Okay.
See, non-SAP in the sense they are using application is a non-SAP, database is also non-SAP. So directly you can connect that and we can migrate to HANA database, not ECC. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Any other questions from anyone? No? Can I go forward? So here, that is the reason, as I said, that this is a more powerful database, right? HANA database. Now entire market ERP segment is discussing about HANA database only. So that's the reason they have a crystal clear vision roadmap till 2047 for consultant. Till 2047, they have a crystal clear roadmap. What are the features they need to add? What are the additional products they need to support? What are the industries they need to support? Everything they have. Clear? So earlier, and from 2015 onwards, okay, SAP used to add new version every year till 2021. Till 2021, they have released versions every year, new version. Means a small or additional feature they used to add from 2015 to 2021. Clear? But into 2021, they have decided not to release every year a new version. They have decided to release every 2 years. Every 2 years. So that is the reason you can see S4 HANA 2021 version, you can see, and you won't find 2022 version. 2022 version you won't find. Right? Now the latest version is 2023. Even though we are in 2023, clear? 2025, this is the version we are using, 2023. So this is the latest version. So 2025 version, still patch up is going on. So by end of December or January, they will come up with 2025 version. Patch up are going on. Patch up is going on. Still, they are working because there are some bugs are there. They found some bugs, and that's the reason they have not yet released the 2025. So probably 2026 first year, first week or first month or second month, they're going to release 2025. But still 2023 will be your latest version. So that is the reason we are covering our S4 HANA 2023 version. That's what I said. So if I want to learn 2025, they release 2025 version. Do we want to learn again? No, it's not required because hardly 2 or 3 features will be added in that. Product is same. Product has not changed. If product is changed, then you need to learn. Right? If only version is changed, then you need not to learn. Hardly 1 or 2 features or 10 features they will add. But product is same. Clear. And SAP will clear a press release. They will do that. What are the features they have added in the new feature? Right? We can see that and we can work on that. That's not a big deal. If you know everything, then adding a features of 5 to 10 features, then we can work on that. And definitely I'll update in the group whenever SAP releases a press release, then definitely I'll update in each group, whatever WhatsApp groups are there in our batches. So each group I will update what are the features are added and new features are added. Clear. So you need not to bother. Again, I need to learn 2025 or 2027 model. As long as you are using S4 HANA and you are perfect in S4 HANA, any of the version, right? Now, because I'm taking 2023, so that's the latest version, latest batch. So that's the reason I'm taking 2023. So after a year, if any batch I start, then probably I will skip this and I'll go with the 2025. But does it differ? Does it make any difference between 2023 or 2025? So probably a functionality was 1 or 2% difference will be there, not 100%. So that is the reason, again, you need not to join the course or something else. If you know what is the feature is added, if you check that feature, then you can continue. That's it. As again, I'm reiterating, as long as the product is not changed, the product is same. And it's not that easy to SAP to change the product now because they've spent a lot of amount and the response is also very much good. Because earlier in ECC also SAP was the considered as a leader in ERP segment. Now it has become superpower. And AI also, does it affect AI? Yes, it is affected, but as a consultant level, it will not affect. Because SAP came up with Gen AI and all those stuff in S4HANA. So we can learn that, not an issue. So that's the reason, again, before project sessions, ABAP sessions, whenever I'm going to take a technical sessions, we will have almost an additional 17 hours of AI sessions, Gen AI sessions. This is newly added 17 hours. So how AI is integrated with our S4HANA. So that we are going to discuss that AI module along with our ABAP. Okay, that we will talk later about it. It's new, it's too early to discuss. Okay, this is about your ECC and S4HANA. So again, I'm reiterating what are the things we are going to cover, right? So we are going to cover S4HANA Finance, FICO. The main target is ours is FICO S4HANA. But as I said that we need to cover both. That's the reason I'm going to cover ECC 6, EHP 8 is the latest version, but we are covering EHP 7 with the tax module. With the tax module, there is no much difference between EHP 8 and EHP 7, right? So tax module is introduced. So here that is the reason I said GST version, tax version. Okay, and S4 HANA version we are going to cover 2023. Right? If at all before closing your batch, if any new feature is added and they have released 2025, then definitely I'll cover that also. Clear? And one more thing from my end for S4 in this particular batch, I'm going to give this one ECC server access free of cost till completion of the course. ECC server access I'm going to give. Clear? Dedicated server access. You need not to buy from third party. Clear? And again, same thing. What are the things we are going to give? For example, we are going to give everyday class recordings, video recordings. Clear? As I mentioned here, limited period, but till end of the course, we are going to give recordings. So you can review your recordings based on this thing. And we are going to provide material. We are going to provide a material Excel, which will be there in the Excel, and that is not a post-mortem material. That will be prepared once in a month. Whatever changes will be there, every month I'll spend a time to prepare my material, clear, with the changes, whatever changes SAP has released. Along with that, I'll include in that, and I will change the material. Clear? So that is the reason I am giving on what you call Excel. Clear? Again, I'm saying class recordings will be shared with the drive and as well as an YouTube channel. So both according to your whatever email ID you have provided, so you will get an email of a YouTube channel link and as well as a drive link. Right? Again, I'm saying till end of the course, and after that also it will be extended. It's not an issue. Okay. And value additions, again, I'm reiterating for everybody's benefit, which is not part of a course, we are taking example ABAP technical classes. ABAP technical classes. So which is not part of because ours is only functional. But we are covering ABAP technical classes, right? Few sessions I will take and few sessions external faculty will come and they will take on technical part, right? What would be the timing and all those stuff we will discuss. So this would be additional. And apart from that, your project sessions, clear? Live project sessions, 55 hours to 75 hours it will take these classes. And again, this is the previous batch I have mentioned, Saturdays and Sundays. But again, it will depend on our syllabus, how much fast we are going, right? And this project sessions I will complete after completion of 90% of my FI syllabus. Means after banking module, right? I'm going to start my this project sessions, live project sessions. Means you will be eligible to attend the interviews after FI syllabus. Means another 5 to 6 months you can take. So at the time of FI syllabus we complete, we will take add-on of your project sessions, and as well as ABAP sessions. I'll try to cover these two. At 90% of FI syllabus we completed. At that particular point of time, I'm going to take project sessions and ABAP. So if I am thorough with the FI sessions, okay, is it okay if I ignore PS and project sessions and ABAP? No, it would be an added advantage. You will get a 95% confidence in attending interview and as well as a subject. Clear? 95% you will get a confidence once you attend project sessions and ABAP. So that would be the difference between us and other institutes and other students. Clear? So project sessions, it's not any post-mortem thing. We are going to do a live project sessions. Clear? And I will give you entire materials, whatever documentation is there. So entire document, how to prepare a functional specification document as a consultant. We need to prepare some documents. Clear? Business blueprint and all those stuff, to be document, future specific document, and all those stuff we are going to provide. I'm going to provide in this project sessions. So once you are done with the FI, then you are ready to attend interview after 5 or 6 months. Okay, so this is our, so here these are the additional hour sessions. And apart from that, again, as I said that earlier there was no AI batch. So 17 hours of AI also I'm going to introduce it for your batch. So how AI is working and AI sessions will be there for us. So that is almost all 17 hours a session. 17 hours. Clear? Gen AI or whatever you call at that particular point of time. This is also along with the PS project sessions above. I'll take AI sessions also. So you can use this AI integration in all the FI modules. Clear? And next one, Zoom link will be provided every month to your email ID or in the group. So you can use that. Okay. And same thing, class notes will be shared within a daytime to your email IDs. Whatever email IDs you are going to provide, to that email IDs, we are going to get this material, class material. So we will have two things. One is class material and working notes. Clear? Both the things you are going to get. Right? Again, if I want to cover my syllabus point, right? Again, I'm reiterating. Okay. So FI module, core modules, what are the modules we are going to cover? GL module, AP, AR, okay, general ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, asset accounting, bank accounting, in-depth bank accounting we are going to discuss. In-depth of asset accounting, both in ECC and S4HANA. There is a lot of changes between ECC and S4HANA in asset accounting. Okay, in APAR, in ECC module, we are calling it as a vendor and customer. But in S4HANA, we call it as a business partners. Clear? So that we are going to discuss in depth. So, and again, we are going to discuss integrations, different integrations, finance with materials management, right? Finance with sales and distribution integration, right? Controlling module, cost element accounting, cost center accounting, internal order, profit center, COPA, controlling and profitability analysis, profit center accounting. We are going to discuss profit center and profit center accounting. We are going to discuss in depth on this. Clear? And we are going to discuss about parallel ledgers and extension ledgers. Okay, so in SAP S4HANA, they came up with a new concept called extension ledgers. We are going to discuss each and every extension ledger types. Clear? Next, we will discuss document splitting. This is without you are attending any interview on SAP, without asking a question on document splitting, no interview will be get completed. No interview. At least you will get two, or across the globe, I'm saying across the globe, at least 2 or 3 questions they will stress on document splitting, whatever may be the role you are attending interview. Okay, and currencies, different types of currencies. So again, there is a major changes in ECC and S4HANA regarding currencies and different types of currencies. Clear? These are the things, and I'm going to share this. Okay, accounts payable, we have one module, core module in FI. Okay, we are going to cover, as I said, that business partner instead of customer and vendor. We are using a concept called business partner in S4HANA. In ECC, we call it as a customer and vendor, right? Cost of sales accounting. So nothing but departmental accounting. Branch account we are going to discuss, right? Intercompany transactions, right? So normally we call it as a company, right? At the time of, but in SAP, we are not going to call in S4HANA as a company. We are going to call it as a trading partner. What do you mean by trading partner and all those stuff we are going to discuss? Okay, right? Banking, bank accounting. So these are the different file formats we are going to use bank. So once we are familiar with the basic things, then definitely you will understand this, right? And most important thing, lot of changes are there in asset accounting. So if you take 10 years of consulting experience, people are working as a consultant, 10 years experience, people still have issues with asset accounting. Till they are facing issues with asset accounting because not having a correct knowledge on new asset accounting. Clear? That's the reason I'm focusing more on this particular product, new asset accounting, because 90% now in the market, they are looking for asset accounting consultants. So maximum I'll cover as much as possible in depth. I'll try to cover new asset accounting with the latest scenarios, business scenarios. Clear? Next one, different types of reportings we are going to discuss, right? So taxation we are going to cover after integrations. We are going to cover, these are the integrations we are going to cover, right? So in the resume, you can mention that not only FICO, you know MM, you know SD, you know PP. And I'll try to cover PM also, plant maintenance, right? And in this course, we are going to cover Fiori apps also. This is the latest in the sense, it's an application. It can be used in mobile phone or anywhere, from anywhere, your tab or mobile phone, you can use Fiori apps, right? And controlling module, these are the structure. As of now, see, if I say this, then probably it looks like a Greek and Latin for you, right? But same time, I'm going to say that these are the things we are going to cover. CO organization structure, general controlling, cost element accounting, internal orders, profit center accounting. So again, I'm saying CO consultants in the market, hardly 15% are available. 15% only we will have availability of CO consultant. There is a lot of scarcity on CO consultants in the market across the globe. I can say that. Why? Because people think that it's a little challenging subject. But according to, it's more easier than your FI. Why? If you have a costing knowledge, cost accounting knowledge, right? Then definitely we can handle this. So that is a reason before start this controlling module, what I'll do, I'll take CO sessions, controlling sessions, like nothing but if you have done your ICWI, whatever the controlling cost working sheets are there, right? So we are going to do first 15 sessions before introduction, that we are going to do CWI accounting, cost accounting for few sessions, 15 sessions, first 15 sessions. That is completely your academic. So you need to understand cost sheet, budget, FIFO, LIFO methods, weighted average methods, and all those stuff we are going to cover. So once we cover, we have hands-on experience on that academic, then definitely it will not considered as a challenging one. I can challenge you that if you practice perfectly that 15 sessions, then entire controlling module, I'll make it very easy. Clear? And clearly I have mentioned, in profit center accounting, we are not going to cover transfer price. Why I'm not going to cover transfer price in the, it is a different module again. Whole and soul. It will take at least 4 to 5 months time. Separate module this is. It's not come under our FICO, right? Advanced controlling also, it is more than advanced controlling. Right? So we are going to cover product costing. So these are the things we are covering. In profit center accounting, only this part I'm not going to cover. I will give you a glance on this, glimpse on this, but we are not going to cover straight away, I'm saying. Okay, next one, product costing. We are going to cover both product cost by planning and product cost by order. What are the differences? I'll tell you that, right? So here, all the different methods. So we have a repetitive manufacturing and discrete manufacturing we will have. So both the manufacturing, I'll explain. MTO, okay, make to order. I have mentioned it, make to order. This is MTO. This method also we are going to cover in depth completely, right? Next one, material ledger. Here we are going to cover all the material ledger, actual costing, multiple currencies, right? Multiple. So now, as of now, if you don't understand, no problem. But you should know whether I'm covering this or not. Okay. And here parallel valuation, actual multiple valuations I'll cover, but parallel valuation of actual COGM, right? We are not going to cover, not covered. Because again, I said that it's a completely separate module. Clear? So same thing, COPA, we are going to cover controlling and profitability analysis, backbone for CO module, backbone for CO module. Most of the questions, if you say that I'm perfect in CO, then definitely 40 to 50% questions you can expect from COPA. Clear? So we are going to cover account-based COPA, that is nothing but we call it as a margin analysis, and costing-based COPA. I will cover both this in depth. 99% I'll cover. If 1%, if I'm not aware anything in that, I'll try to check and I'll explain. Okay, combined COPA will not be covered. Again, see, combined COPA in the sense combination of these two. So I need to spend almost all 1.5 months for these two. Again, if I want to cover combined, 1.5 months again it will take. So that is the reason it is not part of the course itself. Okay, and these are special scenarios I'm going to cover. Product costing, part of product costing. So primary cost component split, auxiliary, additive. Okay, so these all we will cover. Clear? So next one, project sessions we are going to cover. Real-time project sessions, as I said earlier also. So we are going to cover, there are two methods, two methodologies are there. Okay, we are going to cover activate methodology. Active methodology, activate methodology. Active methodology we use in ECC. Activate methodology we are going to see in S4HANA. So now everyone are using this activate methodology. I'll explain what is the difference and what are the different methodologies are there. Clear? So as I said that this will be covered after completion of 90% of your FI syllabus. Right? Different projects. What do you mean by migration project? What is rollout project? Everything will be covered. As I said that it will take 55 to 75 hour session. Right? And after that, we are going to cover ABAP session from CO class onwards. Clear? So we are going to cover, don't consider this is not part of our thing. Now they are not checking. See, again, there are two types of opportunities we have. One is functional consultants, nothing but who is having a modules knowledge, FI knowledge, CO knowledge, MM knowledge, SD knowledge. right? Technical consultants. Technical consultants. Okay. So now they are exclusively technical side like ABAP or basis, right? So there. But now additionally, what industry is looking is industry is looking for techno-functional consultants who are having both the knowledge. Clear? Techno in the sense base ABAP knowledge and as well as a functional business knowledge. Okay, as market is giving priority to these consultants. Clear? So that is the reason prior batches we never used to cover that ABAP. But whenever industry is looking for techno-functional consultant, then we have started covering ABAP technical classes. We need to have a knowledge. Clear? So that is the reason. Again, it will take almost a 40-hour session. 40-hour session this is. So that's the reason my entire course will take 9 months or 9 months plus. Not less than that. Clear? Yeah, so same thing. Central finance is not a part of our syllabus. Again, that's the reason I mentioned. If time permits, definitely we will cover functionalities of CFIN. Clear? Migration, as I said, that conversion will not be our part for earlier batch, but for your batch, definitely I will cover this conversion also with the help of CFIN. Clear? So subject to weightage, again, I'm telling you, if I complete only SAP FICO, then definitely you will have a subject to weightage only 50%. If you know only this as of now, current market industry, right? If I know FICO in depth, then you will have only a chance of 50%. But you need to have a knowledge of ABAP, then your possibility of chances will be increased to another 25%. And if you have a project knowledge, and we are going to conduct different mock interviews, right? So if you attend those sessions with the good subject, then another for 25% chances will also increases. Clear, everyone? So these are the things we are going to cover in other 9 months or down the line, right? But you need not to wait for 9 months or 10 months. Clear? Again, I'm telling you, people will cover these sessions in 15 sessions, right? 15 days, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. But again, I'm telling you, it is not possible to cover within 6 months because it's an ocean. And if they are just going with the bookish terminology, then probably it is possible. But if they want to cover with the real-time scenarios, real-time challenges, then definitely it is not possible. If people are doing in the sense, then it's great. Hats off to them. Okay. Any questions before I proceed? I'll give a pause here. Any questions from anyone? Sylvie, yeah,
Naveen,
please. Yeah, Mahesh.
is Ariba is a different module or
That is
it's
a different product.
different product?
Yes, it is for procure to
So
pay.
procure to pay. So there means normally Ariba, I'm hearing many opportunities in Ariba.
No, only for see again I'm telling you that is having a rare procure to pay, that is also a limited scope procure P2P cycle. This is only a procurement process you will have, not end
So
to end. So if I know only Ariba, then what would be the opportunities getting as a consultant in the sense only 10%.
okay, it's a different product or it's a
And the
part of
product of SAP.
product of SAP. Okay.
Yes. Now it is both an S4HANA and ECC, but
Okay.
Ariba is a separate product. As I said that it has given, see, SAP has given end-to-end solution, end-to-end solutions, as well as industry requirement solutions. Industry requirement. So
Okay.
what do you mean by end-to-end? A total bunch will come into this, right? Industry requirement in the sense I want to use only procurement process in my industry. I don't want FI, I don't want any other module. Then why I will buy complete license? The SAP came up with the for procure to pay, some part, not even complete procure to pay, right? Only purchase requisitions, right? Purchase order creation and all the stuff will be done in Ariba.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you know MM and FI integration, FI and MM integration, if you thoroughly, then Ariba will not be a challenge to learn. It is very simple. It will become very simple. If we learn only Ariba, what happens in the background, what is happening in this particular integration, I don't know, and I'm learning Ariba, then probably in future, in real time, we will face a lot of challenges. Understood? It is a part of your MM,
Okay.
material management.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Any other questions from anyone?
Naveen, just one thing I wanted to know, like there has been a recent demand for a migration consultant also.
Yes,
Like,
that's what I'm saying. Why? Till 2032 it will be there because it is they are doing ECC to S/4HANA.
okay.
Clear. Measured or non-SAP. Again, I'm telling you, after S/4HANA introduction, majority non-SAP clients are also taking their SAP. So that is the reason in the market currently we have projects are rollout projects. Rollout projects. What is rollout projects? We'll talk later. Migration projects. Okay, migration projects and implementation is also there. Implementation projects. We'll talk what each and everything, right? Implementation projects, migration project and rollout projects we have. So in our course, whatever example I'm going to take, whatever scenario I'm going to take, so you can put in your resume as a real-time project only. Again, I'm telling you that's a real-time project only I'm showing. Clear? So if you are means scenario, what I'm going to do implementation project. Whatever scenario we are going to do implementation project. End-to-end implementation project we are going to see in our course class. Okay, class example. You can mention that in your resume also. I worked in so and so client. What are the steps you have done? Our whatever day we will start. So you can say that. Once you're done with implementation project, then these things will not be a challenge for us. These two are not challenge for us. Clear? If we because first they will ask before whenever we send a resume or submit. So first question, have you ever involved in any implementation project? First question. Okay, if you're not involved in any rollout project migration, that's okay. But if we have involved in implementation project, then definitely they will get a confidence that we can handle these two also. Or any other support project also we can handle. End to end. So that is the reason we are stressing more on this implementation. So whenever I start a migration project in our project session, rollout project, you will understand, okay, we know these things and we don't know these things. What are the things we don't know? That would be a minute things. Majority we will come to know. Clear? Hope I have answered your question. Abhishek, right?
Yeah, Naveen. Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Any other questions from anyone before I proceed? Okay. So here, what are the system requirements? First, I'll give you. So first of all, to have a server for practice. Again, what is the thumb rule? Again and again, I'm reiterating from last few sessions. Thumb rule would be only practice. If you don't know anything, it's fine, no problem. We will cover everything, but only you need to spend time for practice. Practice, practice, and practice. Success mantra is only practice here in SAP life. If we don't have a time for practice, then definitely by hook or crook, we need to take time for practice. Only thing, you don't require any logic, you don't require any programming knowledge, right? Even though we can move our career from non-IT to this is the only area we can move from non-IT to IT sector, software side. This is the one opportunity for us. But whenever we say that and our designation would be, again, I'm saying we will get our designation as a software engineer. Clear. Even though we are not from any science background or engineering background, but still we are considered as a software engineer. So there is one, we will have a question. Okay, software engineer in the sense they need to have a programming knowledge and good logical knowledge. But here it's in SAP, it's not required. Even though we are considered as a software engineer, we are considered as an IT sector, but we don't require we don't write a single line program. Entire my career, I didn't wrote a single line program. We don't write any program, single line program. We don't write a single line program. Right? And logic, hardly 10% logic is required. That's it. By practice, we can get that logic also. 10% logic is required, but not required any sort of programming knowledge. Only how we can get it in the sense, only this. Practice, and how many times I need to practice? So again, we don't have any answer for that. Sky is the limit for that. See, again, I'm reiterating, if someone will do practice for 10 times, then they will remember everything. So only remembering, maximum we need to remember 40 to 50% cases, we need to remember a lot of things. How we can remember those things in the sense, it all based on your practice. And someone will remember after practicing of 100 times, then you need to practice that much. You need to put that much efforts. So that's the reason there is no limit for this. Right? But again, I'm telling you, success mantra only in SAP environment, right? To change our technology from non-IT to IT, right? From end user to core consultant, then it's only based on your practice. And people will say that whenever I want to migrate from end user to consultant on the floor, we will face a lot of challenges. Again, that is a myth. That is a myth. Why I'm saying it's a myth? Because the people who don't practice and they are shifting, and the people who don't have a knowledge on SAP, this one, okay, if they are migrating, by lucky or unlucky, they are got the opportunity to work as a consultant. Clear? Those people can't survive on the floor. But the people who are having a knowledge, who practiced well, then definitely, and again, I'm telling you, I'll give you a challenge also, right? If you attend my sessions perfectly, if you practice perfectly, then definitely you will not going to face any sort of challenge on the floor. Majority of my students are still working as a consultant, right? Who are having hardly 1 year or 1.5 year experience. They are entering into different projects. They are working in different projects. But again, I'm telling you, they never come back. Okay, from past 2 years or 3 years, they never come back for any queries as of now. Even I only touch them how the project is going on and everything. They'll say that it's going on smooth, no issues. That's what I'm saying. So here I'm trying to cover as much as real-time scenarios. If you practice well and if you implement that, then definitely cracking interview is very simple, right? Attending on the floor, like people will face a lot of challenges on the floor, not at the time of interview. Clear? On the floor, they will face a lot of challenges. So even that also I'm saying 70% you won't face if you practice this. 70%, 30%, I never know what would be the challenges, but again, those would be manageable. The 30% also, if you're not able to cover, that also you will get a time. Breathing time. In here, SAP environment, we will have a lot of breathing time. Again, I'm telling you. If I don't know something, then I will have a time to check it out 2 to 3 days time or 1 week time I will have. So if you don't know, again, if I don't know anything also in my real time, definitely I don't have any master here. No one will be masters in SAP, right? So everything you will get in Google or ChatGPT. You will get everything. So see, 30% if I'm struggling, 70% I'm able to manage. 30% I'm stuck. Then for that 30%, I need to depend on my seniors. Definitely, even those people also doesn't know, right? The people who spent 17 years or 20 years in the industry, even those people are also doesn't know. Okay, but again, we can have always a Google and this one, ChatGPT now. You can get your answers. Okay, everyone. Any questions? Okay, so here again for ECC we need to have system. If you have a laptop, okay, I'm providing a server access. So simple, you need to have a laptop recommendation ECC with ESP7 with a GST version, whatever it could be, this one system configuration, minimum configuration 8 GB RAM, 512 GB or 512 GB hard disk drive. If it is there, that is enough to install SAP server. If you don't want SAP server, and I will give you the application, you can just, it won't take much space. You can install only application and you can work. It not require this much configuration also. And we can't install S4 HANA server in our laptops. Clear? So what is the RAM here I am saying? Why we can't install? Normally in any system, we can install ECC server. ECC server we can install if you are having 8 GB RAM and 512 GB hard disk. HDD drive. Okay. But here, if I want a S4 HANA server in the sense, right? We need to have 512 minimum, again, 512 GB RAM and hard disk, leave it. We can't. More than 1 TB, 2 TB or something else. 512 GB RAM, not 8 GB or 16 GB or 32 GB, 512 GB RAM, because everything will be stored in memory. It is minimum requirement. So no laptop is there as of now to have this configuration. So that is the reason we will take server S4 HANA access remotely. Remotely we will take. Right? This we can take. This is not an issue. On premise we take on your laptop. Okay. So this much requirement being required. So that is the reason ECC server you can install, but again it's not required because however I'm providing online this one remote access, remote server access. Okay, that you can use it. It's a part of the course. This is you need to take. This particular I'm not providing with the course, so you need to pay. You can say dedicated server if you want. You can take from us. It is little expensive one, so you can take from us by paying some amount, or you can take from outside. But if you take from outside, what would be the problem in the sense they will give the server access to hundreds of people. If one person is doing some changes, then everything, whoever are using, everyone will be suffered. But if you are taking from us, right, with a reasonable price, then we will monitor whoever are changing something. Then definitely if they are using it for different purpose, then immediately we will terminate the access. So you won't get bulk errors. So that we will discuss in our later session. Clear, everyone? Any questions? Any questions before I proceed? I know it is repeated number of times, but still. Tomorrow I will quickly give organization structure, what is SAP, and we will pitch into the topics part tomorrow. Is that clear? So few people are near. Can we have a little introduction of them? If you people are okay. Only 3 or 4 people are there. Tomorrow 2 more people will join. Left. Can we? Okay. Sylvie,
Yes.
are you able to hear me, Sylvie?
Yes.
We are not able to hear you. Because you're having a rich experience, so that's the reason we want to hear from you.
Yeah, Naveen, your boy, we can hear you. It's good.
No, not myself, Silvio, I'm saying. The
Oh,
person. Yeah. We are not on mute, but still we are not able to hear you. Silvio, are you able to hear us? It's okay. So, Akhila, can you introduce yourself? Akhila, are you able to hear me?
Yes, Naveen, I can hear you.
Yeah, please. If you're okay, just
Hi, I'm okay. I'm fine, no problem. My name is Akhila, and I'm currently working with One Savings Bank as an SME, and I hold overall 8 years of experience.
Sorry, 8 years.
8 years.
Okay, great. Okay. Thanks, Akila.
Thank you.
Mahesh. Yeah, Mahesh. Just a
Hi, Navin.
Yeah.
Hi, Navin. My name is Mahesh Rakam, full name, and I have a 14 years of experience, 15 years total in a SAP end user side only. And I am presently working with the DSM Furnish.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Mahesh. Okay, we will talk much why SAP, why all those stuff in our next future sessions. Okay. Ramakrishna already given, but still.
Yeah. Hi, Naveen. Hi all. My name is Ramakrishna. I have overall 17 years of experience in P2P. So I'm working for TCS right now. So yeah, that's about me. Thank you.
Okay, next. Okay. Ramakrishna, I think. Okay, next one. Abhishek.
Yeah, hi, Navin, and hi all. Currently I'm working as a SAP end user, and with Capgemini I'm associated with, and I have all total experience of overall 8 years in order to cash domain working.
Okay, thanks. One person is missing. Okay, let me check what is it. Okay, then no problem. We'll continue tomorrow with our next tomorrow onwards. Clear? So we'll start up with tomorrow what is SAP and all those stuff, and we'll continue our sessions. Yeah.
Sure,
First
Naveen.
10, first
Thanks.
10, 15
Thanks.
minutes, I'll give first 10 minutes, I'll give you for your queries, and then next we'll start continuing.
Fine.
Any other? And I'll share this recording and material also, whatever this thing, I'll share it to your email IDs and WhatsApp group, in WhatsApp group. Okay, all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Navin. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Naveen. Yeah.
Yeah.